Today we're going to be reviewing the Bobcat 1. Anybody who has watched my channel for any length of time knows that the Bobcat 1 is where I started. This is the first tent I bought for wild camping, and it served me well and I've still used it to this day. We're on a woodland camp today, so I thought I'd bring the Bobcat out, set it up, review it, and I'd also pair it up with the OEX Expedition Tarp. So I'm just going to talk you through why I bought it, why I like it, and what I think about it, probably 2 years on. So let me take you back to 2019, 2018. I was looking for a tent that I could go wild camping. It wouldn't be too expensive because I didn't know if I liked it, and it wouldn't stand out like a sore thumb. And I wanted it to be small and reasonably light. So the Bobcat weighs in at 1.9 kilos and it takes up a very, very small footprint, as you can see in some of the B-roll footage. Now, the 1.9 kilos is very, very packable. You can pack it down the size of a small rugby ball, the children's rugby ball size, and it's absolutely perfect to just squeeze into a bag. And although it's got a low ceiling height, it's still enough for you to be able to sit up in. So I can sit in the tent, I can get dressed, I can get undressed, and there's enough room for me to sit up in, but it's not super tall, and it doesn't stick up like an eyesore when you're trying to do a little bit of stealth camping behind a farmer's field, when you are behind a hedge. So it is absolutely perfect for that. The other reason I chose it, other than the colours, is for the layout. Now, as I bring you inside, you can see that it's got a big door, and that big door can be opened all the way as it is currently, and the porch area or vestibule area is very expansive and it's covered. That was really a game changer for why I wanted this tent, because I wanted to come out with my dogs and I don't want my dogs to be sleeping on the floor. So having this covered vestibule area is perfect, and I've had a Rottweiler in here, absolutely no problem at all. My dog Ruby fits in here absolutely easily, and you've got enough room down the back end of the vestibule for a kitchen setup. You can see I've got all my cook sets, beers, drinks, waters, cups, everything, and there's enough room to have that set up there. And the bedroom area is absolutely tiny, and I really like that. It's really, really cozy, and it's really, really easy to heat. So you zip that up, and there's only mesh at the top. The walls are actually fabric lined, the same as the back, and there's a little bit of mesh at the top. So it is really easy to keep warm whilst you're in there and you've got it all zipped up. And there's a pocket at the head end, and I usually store my gloves, thermals, electrics, phones, chargers, anything that I need to keep at hand, I usually store in that pocket. And there is another pocket down the bottom end, and usually I keep things like knives, spoons, teas, coffees, etc. down that bottom end. So that is the inside. Another feature I really, really enjoy on the Bobcat is once you're zipped in, the door has got 4 zippers, so you can actually open the door just from the top and look out. And it's just really, really nice to be able to look out in the rain and be able to see what's going on and just have a little peek. It's like a little bird hide, so you can just pop your nose out and you don't have to unzip the entire door. And you can also vent the tent this way as well, because you've got the overlapping flap from the top. You can actually open this, leave it open and not get wet. It's a very, very nice feature, and it definitely is something that I really use quite often. I really enjoy doing that. Like I say, it's just nice to unzip it, maybe even just to here, and then just pop out, have a look around, see if you can see anybody. And it's just a really, really nice feature, and it's really good to get ventilation into the tent. So that's another feature that I really enjoy of this tent. So like I say, that weighs in at 1.9 kilos. Very easy to pitch. It's a single pole design. There is a modification you can do to the pole, because sometimes it can be hard to pitch. and the video can be found in my playlist. And then, as I say, over the top I've got the OEX Expedition Tarp, and that weighs in at 550 grams. I don't know the price of either of these currently, but I will put them on the screen. So you've got a 1.9 kilo tent and a 550 gram tarp. The tarp comes with all the poles that you need to pitch it, all the guy ropes, all the pegs, everything that's required comes with the tent. And I think, although they're not supposed to be, and they're not sold together, they actually pair together very, very nicely. So it's very, very cheap. It's really, really cozy and warm. It's got the really large vestibule area with the lined floor so that you can stay dry and be in there. This opens up some additional space outside if you want to sit outside on a seat on a summer evening. Stay away from the rain, stay away from the sun. You can also shelter from the sun here. And as you can see, it's just a really, really small profile tent that you're able to sit up in, and you can get yourself started off very, very cheaply. I think for less than £100 you could have this entire setup of tent and tarp. It's a very, very durable tent, and the waterproof rating is 5,000 hydrostatic head. I will put all the details on the screen and also in the description. So if you want to know any of the specs, the exact weights, the exact hydrostatic heads, even though I've said it, and the prices, I'll put all those on the screen and in the description. But I think for the money, you can't go wrong. It served me well and I still use it now. There's times when I don't want to bring a Hilleberg solo, and obviously being in the woods you don't need one, so this is just a perfect little tent to bring out. Absolutely ideal, and it's perfect if you're just starting out into wild camping or even site camping for that matter. You could also use it for motorcycle camping, which is the original use purpose that I bought this for. I wanted to go motorcycle camping with it, so you can use it for both, and it's not too heavy that you can't carry it, and it's small enough to pack up and stick in a pannier bag. So I hope you find that useful. If you have, press like, subscribe, and I'll thank you very much for any comments that you want to leave below. If you have any questions, please ask and I will do my best to answer those. Thank you very much for watching. Take care, and I'll speak to you in the next video. Bye bye.